because I needed to employ and make a hire for a business development manager, a graphics designer, and a marketer. And these three different positions will definitely cost me some money that if at the end of the month we do not pay, then means those people might possibly stop what working with us. So having grown through the ranks in the last few years and seeing some of the that are faced, some of the challenges, and these challenges I've been able to overcome because most of our businesses now under the Roman Tech brand, we have four businesses that have cash flow. Four different businesses that have cash flow. The four businesses is centered around currency exchange, education, agriculture, mining, and all of these different businesses, they all have like they are generating cash. We are not in idea phase, we are not in free, we are already in the market, we are making money, and we have managers and people working in all of these different companies. So having gone through the ranks and I've been able to overcome that particular challenge, I saw the need to empower the next generation of entrepreneurs with what? With capital. And interestingly, God has blessed me with the gift of men. God has blessed me with networks. And I myself standing here right now in front of you, I'm the co-founder of the Nigerian Economic Club. It is a club that is focused on showcasing individuals, businesses to the capital market so that the ideas that they have can be funded from the capital market. And then through that particular idea that is funded, we can now affect our world and what the generations. For example, at Verem, because we're a company, the government is not funding us. None other person is funding us apart from the money we are getting and we are bootstrapping it. But because we decided that we are going to pursue a vision, the vision of connecting people to global commerce and elevating their financial playing field. I was yesterday evening, I was here speaking with one of our venture capitalists that's funding for this particular event. And you know it's shocking, though something struck me, it was very shocking. I just realized that it's as if we have over 45 workers in the Rumed Dominic Tech already that are being paid every single month, and none of them is being held any salary for 1 month or another month. And this is because somebody dared to dream, capital came, and the business ideas that we had, we were able to now expand it. And a lot of people are now benefiting from it. People are able to use that money that comes to fund their dreams, take care of their families, plan ahead for the future. And today, they are all affecting their work. So because of this particular level of saying that let's be able to affect the next generation of entrepreneurs is the reason why we've vetted this particular event. We've also seen the need to be able to give back to the upcoming entrepreneurs, the ones that are already there, the ones that are truly have expanded and they need more funding because for every funding phase, there's the seed round, there's the pre-funding phase, and then there's also after the first funding comes, there's Series A funding, there's Series B funding, there's Series C funding. So some of you that have already gotten to that particular point, some of you that need more money to expand, this particular event and this particular platform is going to be your launch pad to the next phase of your career. On that note, I want to say thank you guys for coming and welcome to this event.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate this is a round of applause for him one more time. Okay, so I believe you all came with writing materials. pen, paper. If you do not, I believe your notepad on your phones will help to do that. We encourage that you write out something. But most of the time, when we come to events like this, we just listen and we don't practicalize it. We just pass here and pass here, and it's not very, very encouraging. So when you write, you can go back to read, you can record, you can keep it in your archive so that when you want to brainstorm on things like this, it's going to help. So before we call on the first speaker, I'm just going to tell you what the different speakers are going to be talking about. Um, One of our keynote speaker is Mr. Kelechi, and the topic is going to be business strategy. The topic is the power of strategic partnership, how to leverage collaboration for success. For those of you that don't know, collaboration is the new market. I don't know whether Mr. Remy, you agree with me.
Yes.
Collaboration is the new market. It's no longer competition. When you feel, oh, I want to be better than this person, no, come on. You have to collaborate because it gets you to the top. Most of our artists and musicians, business icons, they are collaborating and that's helping them. So we have Mr. Kelechi going to talk about that. Then after that, we also have our speaker, Mr. Samuel Iboka. He's going to talk about confidence in your products, how belief in your offering drives business success. Yeah, so confidence in your product. Most of us, we are not even sure what we're doing. We don't have that confidence in what we sell or what we give out to people. So he's going to help us talk about it. And also, we have Mr. the CEO, Rumedoni, is going to talk about the tools to building a business to success with artificial intelligence, AI. So AI is everywhere now. You can have your face cleaned up with AI. We have chat GPT, we have even WhatsApp. Mark Zuckerberg has created the Meta AI where you can actually chat. So meaning if want to have anything done, innovations coming up, and we need to be familiarized with them. There's a mentality people normally have now that AI is coming to take over. That's not true. We are in control of the AI. We tell them what to do. If they misbehave, we shut them down.
Yes.
That's just it. We have the control over the AI. Don't worry about those movies we watch for these iRobots and stuff like that. Even now, Elon Musk is planning to he has invented a robot to be released, I think 2025 or 2026. Robot that will help you do things. So the world is moving. We over here we need to move. So it's going to talk about that. And then after that, we have Mr. Paul Rubio, who's going to be exploring funding opportunities, a roadmap for new entrepreneurs. Just so you know, there are persons in this city of Warri that goes to events like this and give them grants, give them support for their business. When you know this kind of things, you will be aware to be able to catch up and know when the right time is there. So also, we're going to see how the pitch perfect challenge, the business pitch perfect challenge. I'm announcing it. I'm saying it again. If you want to talk about your business, if you want funding for your business, we encourage go out there and write your name and we want to see you talk about your business and get the funding. Okay, so without further ado, I want to welcome our first speaker. I don't know if you're ready for us. Okay. Okay, our first speaker is Mr. Kelechi. Please, I want us to clap so that we know. Keynote speaker, Mr. Kelechi, business strategy, is going to talk about the power of strategic partnership, how to leverage collaboration for success. So please, let's welcome Mr. Kelechi. Thank you very much, sir. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you very well. Thank you. The floor is yours.
All right. So, good day, everyone. My name is Kelechi Ogoke. I wear many hats, but I don't want to bore us with the many hats I wear. So when Rumer sent me the invite to come and speak at the event, I was like, okay, what do we want to talk about? So then he sent the topic. I was like, oh, partnerships. Interesting. Most of my life and business venture has been all about partnerships. And I will explain. Let me give you a quick story. So I consult for a mining company. They help transport products from Lafarge plant, Dangote plant, BUA plant across different section of the plant from point A to plant C. So they try to move those plants, and that's their business model. But for them to be able to move those plants, they have to buy a lot of trucks. And if you are in the transport business, you know how much truck costs. It is not Corolla or Benz money. This one is heavy money. A truck costs at least 100 million naira or 120 million naira, and they buy this truck in bulk. And I'm blessed to be opportunity to negotiate some of these deals. And one of the best ways we could buy this truck without not burning so much capital from the initial stage is through partnership. So how does the partnership work? We partner across financial institutes and we partner with also the plants in a way that way we don't spend 100% in buying this truck. So why am I telling you this story is to tell you partnership is the new oil, collaboration is the new oil. You can collaborate to bring the cost down from your own end and then sell to a more larger market. There's no glory in owning something 100%. Why the project is when you can come in and own it 50-50%, and why the project is also doing so well. So that's what I'm trying to tell you now. You need to start engaging your friends, engaging people in partnering up with you to bring your project to life. So for an example now, you want to start a marketing company. You are a copywriter. What you need to do is to find your friend that is a graphic designer, to find your friend that is a strategist, to find another friend that is a social media manager. And so you know what? Let us come together. Let's set up an SPV. An SPV meaning a company. We'll name it, um, for example, StreamYard Marketing Agency. Then we'll use it to market small business all around South region. That's where partnership comes in. You own 25%. You guys split the shares across each other, and you guys go into the market. And what happens is that instead of you marketing the marketing firm, you now have four other people with you that are marketing the marketing firm. So if you make 200,000 a month, you divide it in 4 weeks. That means everybody made 50,000 naira a month, and you grow from there to there, and it makes the journey very easy. What do I mean that it makes the journey very easy? If you are in a situation whereby you are stressed, you can pick up your phone and you call your partner and say, "Oh, I'm stressed. This project isn't going as fine. This project isn't going as." And your partner can come in, helping to help solve the problem. It makes it easier for you to run your business. It gives you the less mental pressure, and you and it gives you an opportunity to build something great for yourself. Moving on, I'm going to present my screen and I want to show you guys a very good case study. There's a page called Bloomberg Original. It's a business it's a business marketing. It's a business TV station on YouTube. And one of the key Bloomberg Original offers is their podcast. So I will explain. Their podcast is being run by two of the smartest people you can find in the world. One was an ex-footballer. The other one was an ex-footballer. The other one is the presenter for Bloomberg Originals. But the ex-footballer also had the venture firm. So if you give me the next 1 minute, I'll be presenting my screen now. Please let me know you can see my screen. Please, can you see my screen?
No, no.
Not yet.
Please confirm now.
Not yet.
No, no, no. We're not seeing your screen.
Okay.
Okay, you have to.
I'm presenting it again. I would love to share my screen to make this point. Please confirm you can see my screen.
No.
Okay. I guess I don't want to waste our time, so I guess I will just.
Yes, 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 yes. We can see it. We can see it now.
Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay, this is one of the biggest podcasts in the business space. I'm a business podcaster. I also go there. This is one of the biggest podcasts in the business space. It has 47. It's being run by Alex Rodriguez and one other guy. Alex Rodriguez was the biggest MLB star, which is Major League Basketball star. Then he started a podcast with a presenter from Bloomberg Original. Alex has the money to go do this podcast himself and call it the Alex Show. But what he did was he partnered with what Bloomberg Original to create a business podcast, meaning everybody shares the risks. Bloomberg Original use their network to bring in guests. Alex uses networks to bring in guests, and the world come in and have a good show. This is where partnerships work. There's no man is an island. You have to enable and you have to discuss with partners to work. I'll give you another example that's not yet popular. Who know Health Tracker? Health Tracker is a health firm that help you do all your test results from the comfort of your home. They are based in Lagos. And guess one of the leading brand that is also marketing them? MTN. That shows you partnership and collaboration for growth. That means MTN is taking traffic to Health Tracker. Then I'll give you another instance. I used to manage cinemas, and one of the cinemas I managed was Viva Cinema Ikeja. And Viva Cinema Ikeja was brought to help grow the cinema, and I started the project. In 3 months, we had done 100 million, and we have also done almost 7 to 8 thousand attendance, 7 to 8 thousand attendance per month, meaning 21,000 attendance in 3 months. And I told them I want to expand our concession offerings. And they were like, why do you want to expand it? We don't have the manpower to do a very good shawarma. We don't have the manpower to run the whole logistics and everything. And I said, okay, this is how we are going to do the deal. We will enter into a partnership with somebody that has a shawarma stand and say, you know what, come do the shawarma in our space. Then once you do the shawarma in our space, we'll share the revenue 50-50. We'll bear no cost. You will take most of the cost in terms of bringing in the materials and the talent. But the shawarma needs to be one of the best shawarma in that region. And the person was, and they were like, okay, fine, go ahead and bring the person in. Then we shortlisted so many people. Then we found one person. His name is. He has gone on to be my friend now. And we started doing the shawarma business. The first month we put out the shawarma that we now sell shawarma at River Cinemas, and this is our partner. Guess how many shawarma we sold? Sold 400 shawarma that month, and we made 1.5 million naira extra for the business. That shows you that shows you partnership work. The business takes 750 bearing no cost, while we also take 750 sharing and bearing all the costs. That's why it's good to have good partners in doing projects. I'll show you something again, which is my podcast with my friend. It's being produced by VOP. This podcast, me and my friend, we do this podcast and we do it every Friday. But I could tell you for a fact that we haven't spent 1 naira in producing this podcast. If you look at the podcast, one video has crossed 10,000 views in 2 months, averaging 5,000 views each month. Meaning that okay, this is being owned by POP. I come in as a host, co-host, and producer of the podcast. My friend is the host of the podcast, and in those ways, we have been able to find good value partnership with VOP that's seen us build a podcast brand that have surpassed what we even projected for. So now we are not putting any money on the table. We are not putting anything on the table, but we have pushed a podcast brand that has gone ahead to do so well. So with all this being said, I don't want to bore you guys with too much information. So I will leave the screen up. I will leave the. I would love to take more questions from you. Any question you want to talk about partnership, business strategy for growth, I'm all ears and I'm listening.
All right. Does anybody have any question? Any questions or later during the course of the event? Anybody? Okay, no questions for now.
In the era of no question, so we'll move on to types of partnerships you can um, you can structure. Types of partnership you can structure. Number one is general partnership, which all partners share equal rights for the management of the business and are personally liable. You will see that with small businesses and law firms. I repeat again, number one is general partnership, which everybody in the company share the responsibility of management of the business and also personally liable for its debt. So if you are coming together now to form a business now, you all share the management responsibilities under general partnership. And you're also liable to the debt. So if the business is owing 100 million, yes, you all are owing 100 million. Another one again is limited partnership, which consists of general partners and also limited partners. And you could see that when venture firms invest in Nigerian companies or Nigerian businesses, some of them have controlling rights with their money, but some of them still don't have controlling rights with their money. So I will give you an example now. Is general partnerships means, okay, I'm coming in, we're running the business together and we're sharing all the risk together and also the debt together. But limited partnership could be, okay, you know what, just give me your money, but you're not coming to do management with me, but we'll share the risks together. You're not coming to do management with me. And you see that mostly with investment firm and um, real estate projects. The third one is liability partner. Limited liability partner. That means uh, all partners have limited liability, protecting each partner from debt and liabilities incurred by other partners. It meaning accounting firms and legal firms are these ones. It means like, okay, we are coming together to form to form a company, but we'll be limited liability partner, meaning most of the things you are going to be involved in, if it's going to harm the business or it's going to bring debt to the business, I'm not involved. I'm protecting myself under that limited liability partnership. But if you don't do those limited liability partnership, you might end up also facing the debt like the general partnership. So when you are going into partnership, be careful about which one you are going into. There's another one called strategic partnership. Two or more business collaborate on a strategic initiative without forming a new entity, often mutual beneficial, such as expanding market or sharing resources. Now we have Boehm. Boehm is an exchange platform. We want to expand into more markets. What we could do is to say, you know what, for us to expand into this market, we need an education partner, an education strategic partner. So instead of we forming new alliances, sorry, can you hear me?
Yes.
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 Is it very clear?
Yes.
Yes.
So instead of we forming new partnership, what we could do is to collaborate on some initiative fund. So Boreum does Boreum Exchange, which is the exchange of crypto services and the rest. Okay, we play in the space. What new services can we offer? Then we now see, okay, we can offer blockchain education to people. We can offer crypto education to people. We are going to do now is to enter into a strategic partnership with somebody that already do that. So instead of we going to build the whole infrastructure ourselves, is to say, you know what, let me enter into a partnership with Moralis. The Moralis will handle the educational side. I keep a fraction of the sales, they keep a fraction of the stage, and we use them to expand into more African markets. Sorry, that's strategic partnership. It's mostly used by tech firms partnering for joint product development. So Moralis doesn't have access. See, when looking at partnership, don't just look at my friend. Also look at businesses in the US that don't have access to the African market. And with the Nigerian business landscape, there's something called Nigerialization. It means every business coming into the Nigerian context to do business in Nigeria, they must have a Nigerian partner that can own 50 to 60% of that business. Nigerialization. It's not at the forefront, but there's something called Nigerialization. So now we at Boreum, we have an exchange platform. We want to give people education to access to more skills. We don't have to build a new product all over again. We just need to give moralists access to the market by bringing what that strategic partners. The next level of partnership is called joint venture. A temporary partnership where two or more people pool resources together to accomplish a specific project or a business activity. Let's say you are in the Volume headquarters there in Warri. Let's say the Volume now wants to build one of the best architectural design for people to come and live and also learn tech skill from. So what do they have to do? Okay, we own the land. We own the land. We don't need to bring in money to fund this business. All we have to do is to go to Lagos or anywhere and look for a proper consulting firm build a state-of-the-art project for us that can also bring in their money to do that. We have struck that partnership for a way whereby Vorium will consistently pay those people either with the increase in value of the land, or we pay those people by, okay, saying, okay, any commission that comes from the sale of the property, you keep 50%. So they recoup their money. So it's not a charity case. You recoup 50% or you keep 20% of all sales. It's coming together and flesh out the contract for people to come in. There's another thing called equity partnership. One company acquires an owner stake in another company, establishing influence without full control. So I'm using Vorium as a case study because we are all in Vorium HQ. So let's say Vorium now want to expand into retail. We now say, okay, which is the best retail chain across South Nigeria? We say, okay, Market Square. Okay, we need to own a part of Market Square. What do we do? We go and meet Market Square and say, okay, what's your business valuation in terms of the South market? Oh, they say, Kelechi, it's 5 billion. I say, okay, you know what? We are coming in as equity partner. We want to expand our reach. And also, we'll also be introducing crypto as a means of payment in all Market Square's center. They said, okay, go ahead. What are you offering? So we're saying if 20 billion is your market share for the whole of if 20 billion is your market share for the whole of South Nigeria, we will give you 2 billion to own 10% of your company in South. They'll be like, fine, that is called equity partnership. We are buying 10% stake in Market Square to what? To become equity partners. And that means that it gives us access to their market. So that means it opens another business front for us whereby we can now say, okay, buy, shop, and pay with your crypto on all Market Square facility. There's another one called non-equity partnership. Non-equity partnership is where no partner, no I'm doing a project recently. I work with an organization in Australia, the Optimization Hub. So what we do is training. We train youth on how to be resilient and mental health, blah blah blah. So we're doing a training with American University of Nigeria last year. We're doing the training. Sorry, my landlord just healed me. Apologies. We're doing the training with American University of Nigeria last year, and we wanted a situation whereby people can also have access to buy our courses. What did we do with American University? We will start them down and say, you know what? You give us access to your students, we'll give you access to the course, you add it to their school fees, and we just keep a percentage, we share the percentage of the money that comes in. So that is non-equity partnership, but we are exchanging value and we are collaborating contractually. So once we mean collaborating contractually, what we did is we now sent them an MOU. They signed the MOU that they will go on the project and we began the project. But MOU is non-binding. So that's it. So franchise partnership. So you see ShopRite in Delta, you see Market Square in Delta, you see Market Square in Port Harcourt, you see Market Square in Akwa Ibom, you see Market Square all around South. But I could tell you for a fact that the owners of Market Square don't really own those business. I'll explain. So a franchise is, let's say Rumed Dominic now want to go into the retail business, but you don't want to call it Vorem Retail. So what Rumed Dominic would do is to go buy a franchise from people like McDonald's, people like ShopRite, people like Market Square. So it gives Rumed the right to operate under the brand system and using the brand name to sell, and they share based on profit. I'll go again. Women want to open up ShopRite in Warri, but Rumed doesn't want to call it Vorem Rumed because Vorem Retail, because it will take a lot of time to build up the brand recognition, get vendors, get suppliers, get this, get that, get this. So Rumed said, you know what? Let me just go and buy a franchise right from ShopRite so I can open it in Warri. So I just become what? The franchise owner of it. So once I do it, they supply me with everything I need, and I just have to front the business as ShopRite. This is what they call franchise partnership. And what's in for them is what? They keep a percentage of the profit. You keep your own percentage of the profit. Number nine, we have marketing partnership. marketing partnership. This is coming. It's the new form of media coming up in terms of how marketing is collaborating with media. And I will explain. Business collaborate on marketing effort to reach broader audience, often co-branding campaigns. There's a new movie that just came outside now. It's called Smart Money Woman Season 2. And if you watch the first two episodes, two brands are consistent in those two episodes. We have Mattel in terms of drink, and we have Luno in terms of crypto exchange. So what they are doing is marketing partnership. And the last four episodes they have released have gotten up to 1 million views across YouTube platform. You see, Mattel and Luno have done a marketing partnership that have gotten them access to 1 million customer, which means broadening their audience. So we now
Mr. Kelechi, thank you. I think we have lots of guests and speakers to talk. So I don't know if you caught. So does anybody has any question? Does anybody has any question so that we can write it down to send later? All right. So without further ado, I want you to welcome our next speaker. He goes by the name Mr. Mr. Samuel Ogoka, and he's going to be talking about the tools to building. Okay, sorry, Mr. Sam, I'm confident in your product. How believe in your offering drive business success. So please, just a round of applause as welcome, Mr. Samuel. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. It's really good to be doing this again for the second time. I mean, the first time I was there in person, and it was really mind training. And I'm happy that Dominic and his team is able to put up this second phase of this training. So yeah, my name is Samuel Ngoka. I am a business development executive and a financial advisory person. So this morning, again, I am most delighted to be talking to all of you because you're very wonderful persons, and for the fact that you've had an idea and you are able to bring that idea to reality, whether it is tech enabled or whether it is whatever thing it is. You are an innovator, and I respect that, right? So again, thank you for having me. So, this morning we're going to be talking about how belief in your product, can propel you for business success. Now, have you ever gone to a hospital before and the doctor who wants to treat you comes off and says, this thing I want to do, I'm not sure, Abi make we do will you still be there?
No.
Exactly. So, but whether or not the doctor is wrong, there is an approach he comes to that stuff with. And you know what the approach is? He believes so much in what he's going to be doing. He believes so much in the expertise of what he has learned. He believes so much in the infrastructure that the hospital has provided. And now this brings us back to you and I. We are business owners. And you find yourself in the South, and that's like a landscape that is not really heavily active in terms of business, but then you find yourself there. One thing I want to tell you that you need to take away from this call right now is that when you believe in your product, right, it is no longer a product, it becomes a solution. Right? Your self-belief should be what drives other people to you. It should be like a visible tariff. Right? Some time ago, somebody wanted to sell me a perfume. A lady wanted to sell me a perfume. So, I had already agreed to buy. I'm like, okay, put this perfume on your body. Like, put it on your body. Are you okay with it? You know what she said? She said no, that she can't put it on her body because the perfume comes off overly too harsh and that it could put a stain on my clothes. I didn't buy again because you that is selling the product, you can't champion it. you are not able to champion it. People, you are a living billboard of your business, and that includes in terms of representation and belief. When you see me, you should see what I represent, and how I talk about the things I represent should be a compelling force to you that wants to pay me money for it. But this is where business owners miss it. We become too skeptical, and we lack, there's lack of belief in even what we are trying to do. Now, for example, you sell red oil, you process red oil in bulk, and then you sell to people. You are into bakery and pastries and all of those things, right? How are you able to use your product? How are you able to show people? How are you able to make bold statements about your stuff that, look, I believe in this thing? One time ago, when Mercedes wanted to start their armored vehicle, do you know who sat inside the car to test it? It was the then CEO that sat inside the particular Mercedes that they were going to use for that exhibition to show that their car is 100% armored. And somebody stood across of it with an AK-47. And they did this thing on a live broadcast. Everybody could watch. That's self-belief, and it is one of the tools that you can use to propel your business. When the guy fired the first shot, went ahead and fired the second shot, they changed him from the front view to the side view. He fired 4 other shots on the car, and the chairman was just in the car. He didn't do like this. He was just firmly in the car because he knows the extent of what they are producing, what they have produced already. So, as a business owner, ask yourself, do I believe in my product enough? So, that is like number one thing you should ask yourself, right? Now, there's something I call the power of local confidence, right? When Inosi Moto started off in Nigeria, when they started off in Nigeria, right? The whole idea they wanted to bring on board was the made in Nigeria product. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes,
All right.
you can.
So they wanted to come with they came with the made in Nigerian product. Now, mind you that Nigeria is an industry that is dominated by the car industry. The automobile industry is dominated by foreign brands. So, and now there's this man who is believing that he can make made in Nigerian brand. A lot of people were very skeptical about him. A lot of people doubted him. But what they did was they started producing and started using, and they started tailoring their services to a solution that you could see in the Nigerian situation, which is that their cars are durable for the Nigerian roads. Now, what do we have today? A lot of government institutions have, partnered with them. These guys stood very confident enough in their locally made vehicle, and now this had helped them also grow into a respectable brand. And what are they promoting? Simply, they are promoting made in Nigeria. This is a solution. It's no longer a product, right? Now, and this also helped them. They tapped into their business into the global stage. Now, let me ask you a simple question. So in the audience, can 2 people tell me what their businesses currently do or what they are doing as businesses quickly? Just 2 persons. I can't hear you because I beat.
It's spa.
Okay, Dominic, help me get the information.
Okay, we have a fashion designer and we have someone that runs a spa.
A spa.
And the fashion
designer. The fashion designer person, do you make for women or men or unisex?
Men, it makes for men. All
right. Do you know that I know you've heard about the likes of Sheyi Vudi and Yomi Casual. Have you heard about them?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, come
yes.
in. All right.
Yes.
Do you know that you can actually start styling masterpiece. You believe in your product, that your product, I can make a cloth that can walk into the same place that somebody who is wearing a 5 million naira Sheyi Vudi Agbada is wearing, and you can, the two of them are already competing on a global, like on an equal scale. And how are you able to do that? That is, one, you must first carry your product. You must be a deep reflection of your product. You cannot say that you're doing a fashion business and you are coming for a meeting like this and then you are wearing jeans and polo. You first of all betrayed your business. You must also first of all learn to tell your customers that I am not only making clothes for you, I am giving you solution. I want you to appear very fluent. I want you to appear very influential and look very luxurious without breaking the bank. And you give example of your own appearance. I don't know if this makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, for the spa person, tell more stories of how your spa has helped you decompress from stress. Don't always say, oh, we treated customer A, customer B. Are you not a human being? Are you not prone to stress? You are. So tell a story of, make yourself visible. Let people see that when you are also stressed, you are the one lying down and people are massaging you. People are giving you deep tissue. People are rubbing your head. And when you come out, you feel like, oh, I'm very energetic today. That would make people believe that, oh, what this person is selling to me, they are using it. So you don't end up becoming a business owner that is selling something to somebody and they are not using it. Right? So
Yes.
another thing you must always bear in mind is that you should always be ready to move from a local to a national success. You know, over time, we've seen Chivita, which is Chi Limited. We've seen them do these things, transition from different varieties of products, and then they made us believe that this was crafted by our own person. So you can always start with building an indigenous product. Then you shouldn't just have an empty confidence. You should have a confidence that is through purpose. I think Nike did that with their Global Impact project, right? Now, as a fashion designer, as somebody who is into perfumery, into scents, into fragrance, you must have enough confidence through purpose. Don't just have an empty confidence. What is the purpose of this, your confidence? To make every home smell nice, starting from my own home. I don't know if it makes sense.
It does.
So now, one of the things we are going to look at before we sum it up and then I take questions so that the next speaker can, have their time is, how do you reflect enough confidence and how does it propel you for a business success? Number one is knowing your value. There is no business that addresses every need on earth. So you must understand your value offering, right? When you understand your value offering and you communicate the unique benefit of your product offering. Now, this way, what will basically happen is that your clear value will now resonate with the ideal customer. Remember when we said that when you believe so much in your product, it is no longer a product, it becomes what? A solution. And now, number one thing we've said here is that you must know your value. So when you understand and you communicate your value very well, right? You communicate your unique product, and then this would resonate with the customers, the people who have that problem. Number two of what we're going to be talking about is building quality into your product. Now, confidence comes from creating something that you can proudly stand behind. So ask yourself, as a business owner that is sitting in this meeting, that do you believe in what you're building? Right? Is your product so quality enough that if you were the customer, you will still have the mind to put your money and then get this particular product? Does it make sense? So you must be willing to build in quality in your product. Don't just say, oh, my business, my project is going to strive on confidence alone. No, your confidence alone would not do the work. Remember, we said in the first thing that you must know your value and be able to communicate it clearly so that it resonates with your target audience. That's number one. Now, number two is building quality into your product. Because people want, when you invest quality in it, you have the proud confidence to stand behind your product. We gave example of when Mercedes tested an armored car. If they weren't confident in it, you think their chairman would sit in the car and then have somebody fire live rifle at it? The answer is no. But when you're sure that you've really done a good job, right? When you're sure you've really done a good job, you can now proudly stand behind your brand to say, you know what, we did this thing. As a business owner, be big on quality. Be big on quality. People want to pay for quality. That is what it is a buying bias. People want quality things over quantity. So if you're a fashion person, if you're into fragrance, you're into spas, you're into hospitality treatment, you're into furnitures and design, ensure that your unit, your product, one thing that people can get away with it is it communicates quality, right? So now let's quickly tell the last two ones, and then before we go, and please confirm you can hear me.
Yes,
Yes,
can
we
you
can
hear
hear
me?
you, sir.
So now, another thing is being able to tell your story, right? Every business you see has a narrative around it. What is your own narrative? Or you think it's only for the big brands? No. As a small business, you should be able to tell your story. What are the things that propelled you into going to this field? What are the purposes you want to achieve? Tell your story. In the pyramid of business, there are people who we call the people who are problem unaware. They have a particular problem, but they are not even aware of it. And how do they start knowing that, oh, we have this problem? From listening to your own story, your narrative, the social narrative behind your business, or the story narrative behind your business. That could also help convert those people who are in the problem unaware to becoming problem aware. And when they are problem aware, they start considering you as the best solution that solves their problem. I don't know if this makes sense to anybody. So be able to what? Tell your story as a business owner. It helps you build enough confidence and it helps propel your business for more success. Right? Now, when the first speaker came, Mr. Kelechi, he said something about partnership. If you're not able to tell your story, nobody would agree to partner with you. People must see visibly what you're doing. And that's how do they see it? It is from your story. Now, the last but not the least is consistency and being able to listen to feedbacks. Now, this has been, the listening to feedback part has been a heavy stone that has rockened the Nigerian business space, especially for MSMEs and SMEs. We are not willing to listen. We are most interested in pay us money, let's give you goods. But have you bothered to listen to that feedback that customer you serviced last is willing to give to you? What were their reservation about this product? When you listen to feedback, it gives you an edge. It empowers you to know what to reiterate on your product. Like, what do we need to upscale more? Okay, what are we lagging behind? But nowadays, we take it that every feedback, we feel criticized, we feel attacked when somebody gives us a feedback about our business, we are not even willing to listen, talk more of, feeling attacked. So if you must excel in these present times, if you're able to follow these things, one, knowing your value and being able to communicate it so that it resonates with your audience. Two is building quality into your product, right? So that people can be bold enough to associate with it, so that it can also attract qualitable people. Number three is being able to tell your story, being consistent and listening to feedbacks. Trust me, whatever thing you are doing as a business person, if you are able to put in these things alongside the confidence you have for your product, right? I mean, you're going to grow. You're going to grow. The business landscape is evolving every day, and your ability to sit on top of the trend of your particular industry, ask questions, find what works in your industry, and align it to these things that we had said. And then you would see that you're going to achieve tremendous success. At least you're going to see yourself moving from point A to point B to point C. Business is an act. It's an act of putting one or two together. So again, thank you guys for having me. I really wish we had like enough time to.
Thank you very much. That was a nice one from our speaker. Please, a round of applause for him. I'm sure you will. All right. And one thing I took out from what he said is he talked about consistency. That is one thing that is very, very hard in our industry. We start something and we fall off, but we want to start another thing. I really took that very, very positive. So, like I said before we started, for those of you that are just joining us, we have what they call the Business Pitch Perfect Challenge. So, what we do is they give you away from the Rume Dominic Tech. What is going to happen is if you have any business that you are doing or any products you sell or you need support and you need assistance, there's going to be a time during this event that you're going to come outside and talk about it. And it's free. The paper is outside there to write your name, and there'll be a time I'll go and collect the names of persons that are registered for it. It's free. The first prize is 100,000, second prize is 60,000 naira, and the third prize is 40,000 naira. It's a round of applause for if you are yet to go outside and register, so please just do that so that we know the persons that are into this. Okay, we're going to move to the next speaker, and that is no other person than our CEO, Rume Dominic. He's going to talk about two tools to building a business to success with artificial intelligence. It's a round of applause for him as he comes on stage. Thank you.
Thank you very much. How's the event been so far? Have you learned something new?
Yes.
Have you guys been seeing new dynamics to collaborate, to be able to give your business some more steeze and confidence? Have you guys seen it?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we are moving into the next phase of this particular event, where we want to leave the part that has to do with the strategy, the collaboration, and get into the tools required to truly bring this vision into life. You know, some people say there's this African proverb that said, "Show me how to fish, and don't just give me fish to chop." This morning, I'm addressing a critical topic: leveraging artificial intelligence for your business success. I want every one of us to imagine this. Imagine this. How many of you are still, first of all, let me ask this question before I take you into that journey. How many of you here in this room, right, are still using Google to Google things since artificial intelligence came into existence? How many of you are still going on Google to check for one or two things? How many of you are no longer going on Google? You use artificial intelligence to do what you used to use Google for before. How many? Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I only saw one hand for the Google. Do both, okay. The reality is that collaboration. So the reality is this: an industry that we all experience while we were growing up is already being disrupted. A lot of us currently might be interested in learning what they call Google AdSense, Google Ads. There was a time people paid money to be able to go and do that. But let me ask you a critical question now. Why should I still go and learn Google Ads or do Google Ads When in just this room, this is Delta State, where we are taking the technology that we have learned from first world countries and we are applying it to be able to make our business progressive and aggressive. Why should someone still go to Google to go and look for your ads right now that you are putting there when nobody in this room is willing to go to Google again? That's to tell you that an industry right in your front is already being disrupted. About 4 or 5 years ago, I started preaching this same language of disruption. Disruption with the financial system, disruption with the dollarization of your what, of your economy. Every of my follower and my student, if you are a good follower and student of government government, you would know that it is an anathema for you to have just your earnings or valuing yourself in any other currency that is not the US dollar. And these different disruptions that are painted for you, right, has happened that I have said prior to now. So follow me closely as we move into the next phase that will truly take your business from where it is now to where you really want it to be. So what if I told you that the future of Africa is being written in codes? That the power to transform our continent to solve our most pressing challenges lies in the realm of artificial intelligence. The reality is that we have the drive, we have the tenacity, we have the human resource to truly ensure that what I painted now, Africa being written in code, and the power to drive what we want, we have every one of us here in this room. Some of you, as the human resources, you no longer use Google, you're already using artificial intelligence. Some of you have powered your businesses faster during this age of ChatGPT, Gemini AI, much more than you've ever powered your business in the last 15 years. In my book, From Code to Consciousness, I pointed out for too long we have watched from the sidelines, but now it is what? It is our turn to lead. And we can create an Africa, right, where every business will be thriving just by leveraging on the power of what? Artificial intelligence. Next slide. You know, about 2 weeks ago, we were doing Business Breakthrough Thursday. And how many of you have watched the movie Merlin? So we're having a joke in our studio and saying, in a time of heat and magic, and destiny of a great kingdom. So in a time of food scarcity, inflation, high business failure, global unrest like we had in Gaza, fast innovation, just like you can see after the COVID-19, the disruption of physical entities, now we can connect to online, have online Zoom meetings. The destiny of this continent rests on the shoulders of a technology called artificial intelligence. And in the words of a wise man, he says, technology is best because it brings people together. How many of you have experienced technology bringing some of us together from Abuja this morning, from Lagos this morning? How many of you experienced that? So it is a reality that we're already what? Living. Understand this. Whenever I get to speak about artificial intelligence or blockchain, I always tell my students that they should never let artificial intelligence they should never let blockchain to be their master. Neither should they let artificial intelligence be their cage. But they should use it as tools to amplify whatever they are already doing, to be able to make what they are doing more efficient, to oil the wheel, make it more efficient, and deliver things in a much more excellent way. And that is just it. Because the reality is this: artificial intelligence is not coming to replace you. Artificial intelligence is not coming to replace you, my very good friend. Artificial intelligence is not coming to take what you already have or what you're already doing. No. It is someone that knows how to use artificial intelligence better than you that was replace you. Let me paint a picture for you. When the internet started, some of us were drawing our bum back to really embrace it. However, the people that disrupted your industry, the people that made more sales, the people that built their businesses well, they did not really come to take away what you were doing from you already. No. The people that were employed for work, they did not really come to, take your disinfo. They were people that knew how to use the internet better than each and every one of us. True of us. Today, blockchain as a technology that has come did not come to take away the work of anybody. But if you are going to be employed in a blockchain firm, it will be somebody that knows how to use blockchain better than you. Next slide. Artificial intelligence, like I've said, has the power to revolutionize business across industry, and there are some powerful tools that will help you to build a successful business. Tool 1. Every business thrives on awareness and distribution. There's a difference between marketing and sales. Hello? Hello? How many of you have made sales before in your businesses? You have a business, you made sales, yes, you made sales, you made, this man is always selling. Let me now take it one more step further. The difference between marketing and sales, what you need to understand, the bottom line is this. If I sell to Easy now, so Easy, what's up? I sell this particular phone to him, he takes it, he buys it, I've made a sale. Marketing is a system that you create to be able to continue to create awareness for a continuous sales process. For that sales to continue coming without you doing so much work. You need to create a system that continues to tell people about your products, your services when you are asleep, so that by the time you wake up, you can make sales. And artificial intelligence can truly do what? Power your what? Your market. So that when you are asleep, by the time you wake up, you will see cash. How many of you like money? You will see money in your what? In your bank account. Some of the major things that help marketing is copywriting, that helps to generate high quality content from blog posts to social media posts, social media management. I remember 2 years ago, my very good friend here, Mr. Ifeanyi, told me something that, Rume, the work in hand is I started one story. For those of you that came earlier, I told a story earlier of when I got so choked with what I was doing. I had to hire. And my very good friend here said to me, Ruben, you're not going to do your social media this thing again, no. Leave this thing, focus on something else. Delegate this out. So I had to hire a new social media manager, and she was helping me do that. However, today, so I had to pay down my social media manager. Today, artificial intelligence can truly help in that social media management. Because what was it I really needed to do? I needed to post. I needed to schedule when I will post it, once in the morning, once in the night. I needed to analyze after I post, how many people like, how many people comment, how many people don't comment or have replied their comments. And there are tools that can truly help you to be able to what? Drive that. How about email marketing? Some of you have bought something that was sent to you just by seeing it in your email before. I was listening to one billionaire recently. He said his most treasured asset is his email list. His most treasured asset is his what? His email list. See, we are all entrepreneurs and businessmen. Let me tell you guys a secret. The last event, blockchain and AI Delta that we had, collected email list. This event, we have email list. Prior to now, all of my events, I have collected email list. Why? So that we can send out communication directly to them, so that we can take them from maybe some people are like warm leads, they already like your business, but they are not yet certain. So we can move them from warm leads to hot leads. The ones that are cold leads, we can use that email marketing system to move them from cold leads to warm leads, then now take them from warm leads to hot leads, and then they now make that final what? Purchase. So it is important that you start looking out for emails so that you can also plug yourself with what? Email marketing. And there are different tools that can help you automate this process. One of the tools that you can use for all of this, Tapilo. Those of you that want to grow your LinkedIn very well, this one is for high level of professionals. Tapilo is an AI tool that will help you empower such a platform automatically. Let me tell you, some of you will say, I will not pay for premium AI tool. I will not pay for premium AI tool. But you will pay the social media manager maybe 150,000 or maybe 100,000. When you compare the amount, maybe $40 or $20 that you need to pay for this to automate it, and to do it faster and collect data across 1 billion nodes, to be able to help 700 billion nodes, rather, to be able to help you draw all of this data and refine it and give you the best result. Like I told you, I tell my students, not let blockchain be your your artificial intelligence to be your master, but use it as tools to amplify what you're already doing, to make it to be much more efficient, so that you can deliver in a better, excellent way. You can use tools like Copy AI, and then for those of you that do not know how to design, graphic designers and all that, you can actually use, because marketing, sometimes when you post out videos, you need a thumbnail, you need the graphics around it, you need to put maybe something. This tool helps me to create graphics faster than my own graphics. I have about 4 human graphic designers. But this tool helps me create graphics faster than my 4 human designers. About 2 years ago, I had to let go of one of my personal assistants. Why did I let go of my personal assistant? Because if I send her a message, before she will respond to me, what I'm asking her for, I could have quickly told artificial intelligence to give me that particular thing in real time, and I will get it before even the WhatsApp message is delivered at the end. So what's the need? Do you understand? What is the need? Let's go to Tutu. This particular tool, you must understand the importance of sales in every business, and this AI tool helps you to drive high level of sales. What are the AI tools? Most of you know how to sell already. For you to make those sales, somebody must respond to your customer service, right? That's where the sales chatbot comes in. So Salesforce, Esteem, and HubSpot are 2 tools that can help you to power and drive sales. Next slide, please. 2, 3. In this area of your customer service, what you want to do is that, see, there are some people that have you ever patronized a business before? You pay for something. After paying for this, the people they were with you all throughout the process. So the first time now before the sales, right? They were with you, they chatted you well, gave you feedback, but as soon as they made that sale, ghost. Hello, they take on that 20 minutes for you. It's not as if they are possibly not serious, but there might be shortage of hands to be able to manage customer service efficiently. So in that place where your business is lacking shortage of hands, you can use these tools to be able to what? Especially this Google Darkflow. It runs based on the Gemini Advanced AI, and that is where that particular API function is being called for to be able to power the Google Dialogflow. Tool 4. Artificial intelligence power designs. Who has a logo here for his business? His or her business. Who does not have a logo here for his or her business? You don't have a logo for your business. I will give you another tool added to what is here, Local. Looka, local AI that can help you with creating high level of logos. Ideally, for you to create a logo, maybe they will charge you 100,000, maybe they will charge you about that, but you can go back home after this particular event and do that for free. And use all of these tools too that you can find here to quickly help you generate logos, stunning visuals, and then you can edit one or two images in your business. Let's go to the last and final tool. Every business is only as efficient as the operations that is running that business. For example, I want you to imagine your business like an aircraft. So this is the head of the aircraft, this is one wing, this is another wing, and this is the tail of the aircraft. There's the leadership, there's the sales part as one of the wings of the aircraft, there's the marketing, there's the operations. Maybe somewhere around the stomach of the aircraft is the operations. The operation guys are the ones that will pay the others, they are the ones that will pay out people, they are the ones that will possibly communicate that there is a technical downtime so that the technical people will do what? Fix it. So you can use up parts and automation anywhere to be able to do what? Power your operations. And these are just artificial intelligence tools that it's as easy as plug and play. You see, the only way to stay ahead is in doing and deciding that after now you are going to what? Do. See, I was watching something recently from two of my mentors in Christ, Biome and David Oyedepo. They said something that you can be a preacher of the message. Wear all the powerful suits, speak all the powerful grammar, and not your life will not change. You can hear the message, your life it will not change. You know that it's only the people that came to church that will do that message. Those are the only people that their life will change. That's why you find out that sometimes you won't see church members that they are doing way better than the pastors. Because some of these church members possibly they have a temperament, they have a personality that enables them to follow through a particular process to the what? To the end. So by harnessing the power of artificial intelligence, you can gain a competitive edge to improve efficiency and drive higher business. Until next time, when we take this class and use this
All right. Round of applause for yes. Please, I hope you all took down most of all those apps. Very, very important. I would also like to ask, can you see them on Play Store, Apple Store, or you just have to search for them online?
just search for them online. Some of them are web applications. Some of them are on Play Store and on Apple Store too. The ones that are not on Play Store and Apple Store, you can engage with the web application and be able to drive the same level of efficiency for your business.
All right. Thank you very much. Please, a round of applause for me. I'm very particular about that particular class because I, for one, in my line of business, I make use of these different apps, also ChatGPT. For those of you that do editing, there's InShot, there's CapCut, and there was something mentioned about the AI. I'm a voiceover artist. I do voiceover for brands. I sell people's products with my voice. I am offering solution. So over time, recently I discovered that in ChatGPT, they upgraded the app that you cannot just type what you want, and there's a voice that will come out. Now, people always, I'm sure most of you have this, right? Now, people will now say that the chat GPT is taking over our jobs, but also know that the human voice can never change. The stress when you use your voiceover and the stress signs of how you pronounce words is very, very important in those apps. So, like you said, the AI is not here to replace us, but how to use it. Because people that know how to use it, they will make more money than you that don't know. Okay, before that, we have, remember I said we have business pitch perfect challenge. I hope people have written your names because I'll get that names very soon. So we have our next speaker is going to speak to us, Mr. Paul Rubio, and the topic is exploring funding opportunities, a roadmap for new entrepreneurs. And he's waiting for us right now. So please, a round of applause for him as he starts speaking. Thank you very much, sir.
Good morning, good day. I don't know what time it is in Nigeria, but it's 2:30 in the morning in California. So just waking up from a nap. So I only do this for you, Sir Rumi. So it's exciting. I've shared a document with you is about a speech really that was done by King Martin Luther King, and it says, "What is your life blueprint?" So there's a wave that's coming to Africa, and that wave is venture capital. All of you should write that down, venture capital. So any of you that have the business ideas, you must complete some of the things or all of the things that I've outlined on the document that I share with our fellow partner, Rumi, and that is creating a business plan, an investor deck, data room. So when you have that business idea and that business idea is packaged, you can get an investment. So we're committed, we're coming. There's a wave of capital that will be coming to Africa, and you must be ready. So you must have the investor deck, and you should all be writing that an investor deck, a business plan, and a data room. So all of the information that you're gathering today, you put it up in a website or some sort of data room so you can attract investors. And now those investors are going to come from all over the world. I know that we from California, we from the US are very excited to come to Africa. And especially now we have an election that Donald Trump won. I think it's a good time for the world. We're very positive here. The capital markets are skyrocketing. So you should also jump on that wave of excitement of entrepreneurship. And but more importantly, how do you organize? So this is a time that you organize and you get ready to pitch your company. And as you pitch your company, make sure that you practice, practice, practice. So when you do get in front of that check writer, money can be transferred into your bank account. But it's important that you prepared. It's important that you prepared and you get into the action of doing this so you will have your project be a success. And we are going to through our partner Rumi here, you have access to all of America's capital through our platform that we'll be launching, which is Nigeria Economic Club. So I wanted to just get on the Zoom call to share with you the excitement that's happening here in America, that is going to go all over the world. But more importantly, we're excited about Africa entrepreneurship, Nigeria entrepreneurship. You guys are all dynamic people, and those people that have the best business plans, our fellow roommate will share with me, and some of you will have to come out to California and pitch your idea, pitch your company to our pool of investors. So I want to take a couple more minutes, but we're very excited for Nigeria people, for the Africa people. You are our family, but now it's time to go to business. Start thinking, what is your $1 billion idea? What is your $1 billion idea? And now is the time to activate it, to organize it, and to practice your pitch investment. So when you have those check writers in front of you, those people will put in investment because they see the fire in your soul, and they also see, just like you've seen with Elon Musk, right? Elon Musk has changed the world. He comes from Africa, but you all have the same opportunity. You all have the same opportunity to make this world a better place through business. So I wanted just to acknowledge you, congratulate you for being active in your learning, and now we're gonna start to learn all of the data that you're learning, apply it, because that's really what it's about now. It's Africa time, and we're here to support your business idea, but more importantly, we're here to help you support with investment, so how we can make that idea into a real business, and that can be also into a global business. So I want to thank you, and I want to congratulate everybody watching. And we are here for you in Africa. I mean, Africa is what we believe that all of America, all of the world is excited to see how Africa rises, especially a wave of entrepreneurships that we support from California Economic Club. So I want to thank you all. Oh, I want more energy. You got to give me a little break. It's 2:30 in the morning, so I want to hear a little more energy. I have an excuse for energy. So who gives me the best energy, I will be inviting you to California. So I also want to give yourself an applause for being active, for being learning. Each one of you that is there is a leader, a global changer, and make sure you celebrate yourself every day and celebrate everyone that you meet. And more importantly, be excited about your business idea, because that business idea can change the world for the better. So congratulations. I look forward to seeing you in California, and I also be looking forward to seeing you all over in Africa, which I'll be there very soon. So thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Ruby. Okay, so I know he said he didn't speak very long. What he said that really got me was have a business idea, $1 billion business idea, and they believe whatever things we learned here, we should practice it and apply it, and then be very, very positive about what we do. I for one, I have an event I do. When I talk about my events, we talk about it a lot and sell the idea to them. We should all have that also. All right, before we move to the next phase, I want everybody to just stand up. I'm going to do something real quick. I want everybody to stand up. Also, stretch our body a little bit. So I want you to just walk up to two persons and introduce yourself, what you do, and then just communicate. Just do that now. 2 to 3 persons, and if you can tell me 3 names, you have a gift from me. So just go around, talk to them, walk around. Just ask somebody, talk about your business, what you do, just with the person. Loud, loud. Let yourself be.
Hi,
Three persons in
Jennifer.
there. Jennifer. Okay.
I think Valentino.
Who's Valentina? Okay.
Then Joel.
Joel. What do they do?
She works at Korea.
Okay.
In summer.
Okay.
Also in summer.
So yeah, you joined us. So you try. Okay. Can you tell us three questions? Like the idea for this is network. Get to meet people. Switch contact. Yeah. If you're proud. Thank you. Okay, so I want to make an announcement again. We're about to move to the business pitch perfect challenge. So, like I said, this particular activity is for everyone that is here moving to the business. You are into business, you do you're an entrepreneur, you're CEO. Personally, just because I'm an Excel, you are joined, because the last is to. So this is we're going to give you secure funding. We want you to talk about what you do. We want you to tell us why you need this funding. The floor is going to be open for you, and we have some links already. If there's anybody that wants to go and write their link, please do that now, because after that, we're not creating this. So this part is where you're going to talk about why you need funding for your business, how your business can be a blessing to the society around you. You understand? One of the speakers mentioned something, self solution. We are solution solvers. Bill Gates, one of the richest men in the world, is a solution solver. That's why people use his services. You will not know anything about blockchain and all these things. For you have to come and meet for it. God will teach you and you will pay him. A fashion designer, you need clothes to cover your body. You have to meet a fashion designer. It's going to give you. So we are all providing solutions. So tell us how we are going to provide solutions. So please, we are going to can we start now? Is it possible? Okay. So before that, when I was coming, I got some charge cards. So I don't know if people love free recharge cards. We have Airtel users here. There's no Airtel users.
Yes, there's Airtel.
We should talk about
There's Airtel.
There are Airtel users here. Okay. How do you load? Yeah, I think it's 1, 2. It's like 1v1. What's 3-1? I think this one is 126. I don't know. But I think there's a code for every.
Yes, 3 more.
3 1 more. Start 3 1. Alright. So should I call it fast or slow? Should I be fast or slow? That's slow. So it's 5211 2640 5629 7578. Alright. I'll call. Who is blocking me? I don't know code just that. Alright, congratulations. Any call you please don't do the next one. Call the next one. This is Glow. How Glow is that? Okay, Glow. 55. So can you get the paper? The paper. Glow 55 451 878 26 284 28. You have all the numbers. All right. Who is looking at me? Yeah, you're quiet. All right, so we're going to move on to the next activity, and that is the business pitch perfect challenge. I don't know if anybody wants to stay out their names. So we're going to take the first person here. Her name is Ojiaka Juliet Chineye. Chineye. She's a baker and okay. She's a baker, also Valentine Solomon. All right, so we also have the names here. We have Valentine Solomon. But just before that, like I said, we have people that are going to judge what you are going to say, what you are going to do, what you are going to talk about. And I have here Mr. Ifeanyi. Please a round of applause for Mr. Ifeanyi as one of our judges. I think she come and sit here. Yes. One of the, they're not going to detail what it's full of work with us. Also, we have Miss Mercy Itu. Please a round of applause for her. She's the lawyer. All right, before we move to the next activity, like I said, we're going to come and talk about your business, and you have 5 minutes. The idea is to convince us, like, tell me why you need the funds. The first prize is 100,000, second prize 60,000, and the third prize 40,000. Explain to us why you need it. If they're impressed, say, okay, you did a good job talking about it. You win the first prize, you win the second prize, you win the third prize. Okay, so first on our list, let's make welcome Juliet. As she takes the floor. Please let's start with Juliet. Wait, sorry. Someone was asking. Okay, so let me just read for you the template we have here. So the idea is secure funding, present your business directly to investors eager to support Africans' future leaders. Your confidence is going to be the company what you are doing right now. The idea is to sell what you are doing. So let's talk about what the money you do for your business. Talk about how it's going to help the society. Talk about how the funds will help the business, and also what your business does in society, right? All right. So please let's make welcome Juliet. I should say 5 minutes. I'm going to be
One addition. So if you talk to guys, you heard when Mr. Rubio said we have to take this. If you talk to guys, we take these businesses, then these are the businesses that we will do a detailed financial projection with you for your business, a detailed pitch for you, a detailed business plan for you, and then we pitch it out to the Nigerian Economic Club and the California Economic Club for your funding to come.
All right, so then make welcome Juliet.
Currently now we're just doing some indoor and outdoor activities. We don't have a shop right now. Okay, so I want to talk about the drive and what actually inspired me to go into culinary in details. Initially, I wanted to do just the pastry aspect, but something actually struck an idea or an experience actually brought out let's say the best in me or make me want to do more or to go deep into culinary. Okay, I studied in Nigeria Delta University by grace of God. I'm studying nursing. There was a day I wanted to get food. I didn't cook in the house, so I was like, okay, let me quickly get food outside and eat. Because of time, so I'll be able to go and read. Just for me to get the food, and at the end of the day, I couldn't eat the food. It was really, really, really bad, and I was so I was so pissed off, not just pissed off, I was upset because I had nothing that day. And just imagine coming from class the whole day, spending almost how many hours and trying to get something, and all of a sudden it didn't work out as planned. I have to train it because I'm slept an empty belly that day. So the idea just come in me and was like, why not go into culinary? Why not face the food market? Why not show out what it does? And I started from there. I picked up from there. And today, all I can say is God has been helping us. We've been able to satisfy customer needs. It's not just about the money or financial aspect. It's about giving taste and making people being satisfied or be satisfied for the service they pay for. We've been able to make people like believe now little brand, upcoming brand that even around our school area, because we talk about Juliet, they say yeah, she knows she's good at what she does and everything. And our focus and drive right now is let me talk about uh, the crisis, or should I say the problem or the challenge we're facing right now. Is about the capital. We're looking for a capital to start to make this business come to stay in Amasuma Bayelsa State. We're looking for partnership, point of partnership, because the truth of the matter is that Amasuma needs chef. They need a business that can give them what they want in terms of food, in terms of pastries. They need this, but unable to come out so big or come out to show what we have because of financial aspect. Because I don't know, I plan on getting things from Delta over to there, but it's somehow because of the form. So right now we are just being on the low and trusting God for the process to be able to partner with people that will be able to bring this business idea or bring the Shiller's professional into reality and timeline. There are benefits in sense that or a sole purpose is to reach out to people, not just about selling. We have the plans or we have the initiative to give back to the society, to bring opportunities for people to have good meals, even with their little amount or even with their little cash. We want to give back to society. We want to see ourselves in the sense aspect of a year running outlets in charity work in society, in communities, trying to touch lives and change the lives of people. Thank you very much.
Okay, I thought I was going to ask the question. Okay.
All right, yes. So we're going to ask you questions.
All right. Just I see your video. Keep on hearing, but my name is Ifai, and it's really been an interesting one being here with you guys. I listened to you, and it's a really good business. I have my friend went by, I think 2 years ago. He found it difficult to get a place to eat good food. So if this is a major problem you're trying to solve here, but I think I have a few questions for you. Um, what is um, your unique value proposition? Like what is that? In fact, how do you intend to take this market for yourself? What plans do you have in place? What is your unique selling point that you're supposed to use to come into the industry and break the market by coming and taking charge, dominating this industry if you get the funding that you need? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. We were able to have this fund. It will go a long way in terms of getting items to be able to start up our business to timeline. Because there are a lot of students out there that needs to buy. They buy on it every day, like every day. And if we need to have capital, at least we'll be able to prepare dishes whereby we can take out to them and be like, okay, it's not about the pre-order aspect. You just have to cook and go give them, and they give you back your money, and they have satisfaction for the price they pay.
Okay. This business, have you started the business already?
Yes, sir.
How long has the business been running?
It has been for like 4 months now.
4 months now.
Yes, sir.
What are the numbers you use to acquire? How much, how many packs of food have you sold? How much money has come into the business? How much profit have you made?
Okay. For the fact that things are quite expensive over there, we've been able to at least have or gather about 40 to 50 customers in Bayelsa and Everytime University. And so far so good. Our little capital we've been able to raise like in the space of 4 months, let's just like 60,000 or 65,000, just the profits.
To be profitable.
Yes, after every
Sales.
sales, yes, after every sales, the calculation you can be able to
That after running your expenses and everything, your net profit is that's the amount that you get. Okay. Now you need funding. You've told us the problem you're trying to solve. You've told us what you want to achieve with the money. How much do you need for your business?
start.
What's the ask?
You
What's
want
us?
to scale the business now. You're trying to scale the business. So what do you need? How much do you need? If I come to ask you, how much do you need for the business? What's
At least 1 million will be able to bring the business to
1 million naira?
1
1
million.
million.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, good day everyone. Okay, good day everyone. My question to you, Juliet, is this. You spoke about the fact that to you needed fundings for your business. Okay, the vision that you are proposing to us, is it that you just wanted to be for people to be able to get it from you, or you want to start an academy, assign professors, or it's just a now thing? You know, the vision has to be something that can grow. You understand? It's not just for okay, you are selling food for people to be satisfied. Do you want to try to understand to get it?
Yeah, I would love to do that because I've tasted like 1 or 2 or 3 food vendors there in various states, and the honest truth is that I won't start bad mouthing them. They are not really good cooks. So it will be an avenue to train younger ones over there in Bayelsa at least to be able to start up some business whereby people will have confidence that if I go to this place, I'll be able to see a good online restaurant to frequent.
So you're saying you're the best.
I'm not saying I'm the best, but I know what I have. I'm good at that.
Thank you. One more question. Is this in a school environment?
Yes, it's in a school environment.
Thank you. Please, a round of applause for Juliet. Juliet is not sure if she's the best, but you have to be the best. Just like what our speaker said. If you are good at what you do and you believe you are good, say it. And it's for us to test your food to know whether it's sweet or not. All right, so the next speaker, you see how we did it, right? So there'll be a time for you to talk, and our judge is going to ask you some questions. So get ready. So the next person going to talk for us is Valentine Solomon. This person is a digital marketer. Please, a round of applause for Solomon.
Good day, everyone. Valentine Solomon.
Yeah. 5 minutes.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm a digital marketer, which I started recently. Although that was not what I started with initially. I'm sorry I have to use my book now because I don't know how pitch today. So some time ago, me and my family were into farming. Had a large mass of land, about 100 acres at Abraka. And then we also have Agbar, but the one at Abraka, who was farming, we were having went to doing of plantain, banana, yam, cassava, and all that. And it was going well quite alright. But after a while, for some reason, somebody pointed it down. And before then, I thought to think of it. While growing up, my dad is an engineer. Fine. I want to be like that, the engineer. But then I thought, okay, fine. It's not just about oil. You see this oil that Nigeria depends on to come down soon. You have to depend on something else. So if you go into farming, everybody is doing this maybe there are farmers everywhere, but there could be ideas that can make it go wider. So why don't I bring, like, use this new the improvement of technology and the use of social media to make this thing come out. So I came up with the idea of having what I call my farm book, just like Facebook. You have my farm book, a website, a platform where you'll be able to, come in and probably you register as a farmer, you're already a farmer, or you know how to, somebody that knows how to handle agricultural equipment, machine, or someone that just wants to order for large amount of crops and all that, or rearing, or anything that has to do with agriculture and so. Now, this platform, first of all, there will be a room for all farmers to communicate. You can communicate with one another. And then as you're registered as a farmer, you will have a profile of which you'll be able to, give, like you'll be able to put out all you have, all your products you have. Whether for say probably you have pieces of land that you want to sell, you can snap it and put the price tag and the area that it is and you upload. Now since it's like on the internet just like Facebook is, it will be vast. With good advertisement, it will easily come in. There will be a lot of people doing it. Now apart from land, some they buy land, some they rent and all that. So you can put your price tag for selling or for renting. Now you like just a normal, consumer or someone, you want to go into it, you can say, okay, fine, I want to start farming and all that. What do I do first? Now this platform will also have, books and videos or ideas or videos and stuff that teaches about how to farm, or we have experts that also registered under this platform that can help you go about this, how to start it and everything. Meanwhile, now what's the first step? The first step, you need to get a piece of land. And when you want to start all this, you get a catalog, like you get a place to fill in information of what you want to do. Like I want to go into this type of farming. This is the size of land I want and everything. Now, with all those farmers that are registered and all those people that have lands to sell or lands to rent that are already registered, due to your specification, probably you're in Delta State and you feel like you want it in Delta State and use the amount. In descending order, all farmers that are registered their lands and everything will pop up. And then you will see them in varieties, and then you will be able to I will take it as sharp as possible. And then you will be able to like choose like the best that fits you and you go on negotiations from there. Now it's not just about the land. Now we have like you're into poultry. You can get into poultry like you have birds you want to sell, one, you have eggs you want to sell, two, or yeah, a lot of other things like you want to do frozen and all that. What you do is on your own catalog as a poultry farmer, you would have your own catalog of where you have to show off what all products you have, the amount of eggs you want to sell, and all that they get. So when somebody is looking for, probably you want to buy in bulk, you go as if you are registered as a normal consumer. Mind you, just like Facebook, you have to catalog as you register as a farmer, as a normal consumer that wants to buy and sell, or somebody that knows about agriculture that can maintain, repairs and all that. Now,
Thank you, time on this 5 minutes. We have a prospect. So just I'm going to ask you some questions.
Yeah, you say you're a digital marketer.
yeah,
Prior to now, is there something you've been marketing before?
I do CRM products. I market CRM products for international companies through my website.
Yeah, you have a website.
Yeah.
Okay, so you tend to develop this
Yes, the farm book has been on my mind since, but after the breakdown of the farm and all that, I had to restart again. I couldn't get myself back. So I had to find another means of money. That was when I got into this other party.
So you're a digital marketer. That means you have social media platforms,
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yes, I have a website, Freedom Aware.
So what's your followership like?
Right now, I get minimum. I have over 2,000, views or readers or participants because it's an article to write about international products, and then you get your affiliate link, just like affiliate marketing. If anybody comes through your link, you have optimized well, and your ranking goes up on Google. And optimized well, you see you have more people that probably want to CRM products, and then when you click, since you are ranked on Google, through your links, people can get to purchase the products from the main company, and you get your own percentage.
Okay, so you have a startup team, like you have a team that you work with.
Yeah, I personally am working alone right now because of funding problem.
Okay. Thanks so much, Mr. Valentine. What you pitched to us, is it an app?
Yeah,
You're trying to create an app.
yeah, no, just like Facebook, it start as a website.
Okay.
You get. Then after getting a lot of traffic and sales going, then we take into application.
In this industry that you talked about, I don't know, you talked about farming and you talked about more like land use, real estate to other direction. How do you solve the problem of real estate with that app? Now, in the sense that I can go to Jedona and go and buy land, and boys in the area boys now will tell me that the area now will tell me that this land does you pay for this land, but this land does not belong to you.
Now,
So how does this platform that you want to create now solve this problem for us?
now on this platform, like before you make sure to verify, before you can upload, you need to do your normal customer verification and all that, and then make sure you have all valid papers and registration for this properties you want to, like the amount of land you want to sell, your COO and everything.
Are you the one selling the land?
No, anybody at all can register, but before you register, it's just like getting into you want to do your KYC in the bank. You have to see your certification and everything that you are properly given out this.
If you understand that some of the people that bought land, I don't know if you guys understand, there are people that bought land, they have all the certification, everything, but the land is not their own. In this worry, I'm not talking about Lagos or Abuja. I'm talking because in this state, in this city, the system is not functioning effectively.
Yeah.
So now, how do you mitigate such? Because the land is not online, the land is physical. There people can walk in. How do you mitigate such problem with this platform that you're trying to do?
Well, this is where the support of higher bodies come in. Okay, to make sure that there's cross-checking of all these registrations. Do you understand? To make sure there's cross-checking of all these registrations
On your platform?
Yes, on the platform. If it's not qualified, then it's not allowed. It will not be allowed to be included on the platform for profiling.
How much funding do you need for this business?
Due to the let's say basic advertisement, because it's an app, you have to push your advertisement, and I don't just plan to make it just local. I plan to make it international. You get. Then due to probably people want to import and export and all that, so probably $5,000.
$5,000 to give you an app.
No, not the app. Everything that has to do with the whole thing, both the application, optimizing, doing the getting the advertisement on ground, influencers to help you push the advertisement so people know about it worldwide and get into it.
How do you intend to break down this $5,000? Are you aware of how much $5,000 is in Nigeria?
Yeah.
So how do you intend to break down this $5,000? How do you intend to put this money into achieving this goal that you want to achieve?
Well, first of all, I would use $3,000 to make sure I get a good body, like a set of organized or well practiced people, are people that can work for it, people that knows about the how to build application and maintain it. Because on things like this, we need professionals that will do it. So you need to pay well. So when you do this and pay well, and of course we need licenses from government, we need a lot of things. So we have to there will be a lot of cost for all that. And then secondly, for the rest, you want to do my own personal marketing and all that.
Okay, so you're investing both in that business and your digital marketing.
No, not my digital marketing, strictly on this family.
Okay, no. Thank you so much.
All right, so round of applause for him. So if you're going to speak, you know that we're about to give you money. So we need to know why we're giving you the money. We need to be able to talk about your brand. Please, round of applause for him. All right, so the next person we have here is Jackson Etete William. This person is a research analyst. Please, round of applause for him as he makes his way there. So the time is 5 minutes. You can say everything you want to say in 5 minutes. The video is not enough. Okay, so 5 minutes starts now.
Thank you very much for the presentation. So, I'm Dabson Etete William. I'm a research analyst and a journalist. So, during my course of work, I realized that a lot of businesses in Africa, their products are lacking visibility with them. And so, it is my belief that African products deserve the visibility they need on the global stage. And that has been my core vision so far. Since I've been so passionate about Africa and how we can be able to grow industrially. So now, from my belief now, how do I know that? How do I create this solution for Africans to stand for Africans to compete globally? I realize that digital marketing is not enough. Influencer marketing is not enough to put our product on a global scale. I realize that African businesses, our product needs something more, and that is reputation and data visibility. So as a research analyst, I realize that one of the major issues consumers also face is that when they are purchasing the products they want on a platform, most persons purchase these products emotionally. They do not take time to do due research in order for them to make data-driven purchase decisions. And so the solution I have here is to build a platform that leverages on creating cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, and big data platform. I call it Proto AI. That Proto AI is coined from two words, producers and consumers. So we are solving a problem from two angles, a problem of visibility and reputation for producers, and the problem of making irrational purchasing decisions for consumers. And so I've been refining this idea for quite a time, and I came to the conclusion that we are going to be operating on a B2C and B2B business model on the area of consumers and producers. So now, for the funding aspect, to be honest and sincerely speaking, I haven't had an estimated fund in mind. Like I said, I've not developed the minimum viable product yet. My own pattern of developing the minimum viable product is to start a product review session on my own social media page by doing product review before getting consumers, getting people to love my post, getting people to resonate with my story and why I love so much and what I love so much about Africa before I can think of developing a website that can function as an MVP. So now, for the aspect of the funding, I haven't gotten an estimated funding yet, like I said, but when this funding comes, if I should get a funding today, what we'll do is to develop the MVP, and start testing it in the market, getting consumers and producers insights, and continuously iterating our product as we move forward. So for now, I don't really have much to say, but I believe I've been able to pitch my idea, and I want to say thank you so much for listening.
Questions?
Yeah, it's your name is Lamit. You are an exceptional guy. You're a very, very powerful guy. And I like your sincerity and honesty. I really appreciate that. I want to say that what you have, I want to say that what you have is something really good. But if you were to look at it from, because I don't want you to think small right now. It's okay for you to think of it as a global idea that it is and remain as a global idea. Now, what do you think what do you think your workforce will look like for this project that you're about to embark on?
Okay, I would love to a little bit elaborate more on the workforce so I can get a proper idea.
Now, you need a team to be able to achieve what you want to achieve, right? Now, what set of people? Because for you to successfully, what you're trying to do is people that you need to be able to do this effectively. What are the key people that you need for this business to function effectively? Because one thing I believe, scaling a business, first of all, to run a business is before. Back in the days, we used to think that running a business in the first place is just money that you need. But over the years, I've gotten to understand that you need more than money. First, you need people, and then you need money. It's 80% people and 20% money. You do what you can do with the people that you have, which is social capital, before financial capital. So I am asking you, based on the social capital, what are the people that you need to be able to achieve this goal that you want to achieve before we now talk about the financial capital?
Okay, so in the aspect of that question that you asked, that is still a little bit unclear to me. The answer is a little bit still unclear to me. But personally, I'm someone who doesn't like working alone. I hate working alone. But over the time, I've attempted building several startups, and they all failed because I couldn't communicate my why to my people, and I didn't have the right human resource. So right now, developing this idea, I do not have a co-founder, but I'm open for collaboration. So I believe that one of the qualities I need in my co-founder is somebody who can complement my weakness. Like I'm a good journalist, I'm good at this, I'm a good research analyst, but I will need someone who can complement my weakness in the aspect of in-depth knowledge in artificial intelligence and cybersecurity. I can even need someone in cybersecurity and artificial maybe three co-founders. And so personally, I can do the pitching, I can learn, I can evolve to pitch to raise funds, and then from there, the next person I'll be needing, aside from these three guys, is a business developer. Somebody who can be able to think of how we can move this business forward, come up with strategies on how we can move this business forward. And so for the rest aspect of the team member, I have no idea about it.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
I'm subscribed.
good one. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Please, a round of applause for him. That was lovely. Next person that is going to talk about their business is Treasure Retired, KT Collectively. So you're into interior decoration, sales of bedsheet, perfumes. She'll tell us everything we need to know. Please, a round of applause for her.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Satisai Treasure Eriko Genesis. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I do 36 weeks. So, I was like, I'm into interiors. I sell vintage shirts, sell perfumes, we sell the base and lots more. So the time was like 2017, I was in school in Nigeria when I had a very strong I had a fake admission. And I was already in the preparing for my final exam. So I couldn't really do anything because I wasn't having money and stuff like that. So I really cried. Like I went to all offices, like tried to make many offices, just like pay. She just transferred the money I've paid, school fees, transferred to the new phone I was supposed to buy. So they refused and said she buy all the money I've got. So that's it I did. I got the phone, but I did not continue. So I have to drop out. Moving forward, I was like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do with my money? I just really started business. The idea was the sheets that were in 2017, like June 2017, and then the sheet was the new deal then to make money. There was not much people doing business. So I went to the sheet, I asked questions. My own friend used to help me, so I have to help myself, like ask questions, how do I go to Aba, how do I get, how do I get out? So I asked somebody, like I want to go to Aba to get it, like how can I get there? He said I fast train. I don't know, let's say I had my bag, fast train. When I recently go to my friend's place, got there. I said to my friend's house, so the next day I went to Aba. The road was very long. Like I spent quite all my money in transportation because I don't know the road. When I go back, I was like, can I continue this? How am I going to be navigating this road like this? So the other time I went, someone told me that I can pass through the airport. So I said, okay, go. So when I got to that, I said that I got to my very park. I didn't have where to go. I had to sleep in the park. Till the next day morning, that day was so very here. So the next morning I went to Aba. When I got to Aba, I bought and I was talking to Taylor that I was meeting from, and I was like, you're coming from Warri, why are you passing through a there's a part that can take you from here to Warri direct and Warri to get there. Like that. Like, for instance, I went to Warri was 2,200 there. And I spent like almost 7,000 going to Aba. So business started and stuff like that. So when I was going, I felt like 3 years, 4 years, more competition and more people in business. I felt like, okay, no, I cannot be doing this alone now because I'm not going to do so. Bring more money. I said, okay, let me start selling perfumes. Started selling perfume in 2019. We used to do market buying stuff like that. So, like, started adding things. So I added vintage, like thrift vintage. Started selling thrift vintage, and it was very lucrative. And I said, okay, if I go to the game, I like cottons. I have passion for making cottons. So I went to learn how to make cottons, and I started making cottons. Like I added interior into it, like not like interior. I was just making just cottons. So making cottons, like I had passion for it. It was going on and going on and going on. Okay, what am I going to do now? But my problem was I had friends that doesn't wear fake. I have friends that wear they don't wear original. Like they've gone ahead and stuff like you know. So I felt like okay, what am I going to do now that I can see all these people as my customers? As I said, I want to start doing very shirts. Like do it in a very large brand, like package it in a very beautiful way that's like bring it to you. Even though you don't wear fake, this is very made and it's like custom. You would want to wear it. You want like Africa, it's like culture, like you want to buy it. So the problem is capital. Like I've been doing this for 7 years now on my own. But now I want to open for collaborations. I want partnership. I want not just for the money alone. I want ideas. I want the exposure. I want the everything. Though we're doing well, just because I was 7 years anniversary, June here, we did like all the charity work and everything very well. But I still want help. I want collaborations, the ideas. I want the support, the funding, and stuff like that. And me, I know I'm the best in my own what I do. Like I'm the best in what I do. I've made so many persons in so many homes. Like my dream is to go to every home and see a Katy cotton there. Like I made this cotton. It was my company that made this cotton. So I just want my brand to go viral, like overboard. I just want I don't want to be an asshole that brings everybody's mouth.
Thank you very much. Let's talk about.
is question time.
Okay, treasure. Nice to meet you. I love your ability to, source for wealth with different ideas and all. So, if we were to give you funding now, what's the first step you take?
I want to have a place where it's be like a one-stop shop for everything. That you can just come in, you get perfume, you have cotton materials that you can choose from, and I'll work it for you. You have vintage shirts, like I saw thrift vintage shirts. We're not living that. There are people that cannot afford this custom and ready to wear. They can still afford things like the thrift vintage. Like if I buy the thrift, I take it to dry cleaner, I wash them, package it. So you can just come to the shop, like you're going somewhere, like you're just from okay, see, I want to buy top like Calico. Okay, just wait and you're just supposed to wear your things. So like a mall, like where you can get everything.
Okay, thank you for your story. Because, I believe that when you buy stories, people buy people, not just what you're selling. And I like the fact that you go through your process and your journey. Now I want to know what would you consider to be your strength in business? What is your unique selling proposition? What's that thing that if I say treasure, what do you know treasure
It's finished. Sorry, it's coming in.
What do you
Like
want to be known
like
as?
like that.
Okay, so I said, what is your unique selling proposition? Like, what is your core value? What is that thing that people know you for? What is your strength? That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Right now, they don't going for little of things like cousins and everything. Like if you talk to that, I want to make cousins. If like there are 10 people there, if 5 people knows me, they will call me because I've been the best in the game for the past 5 years. Like I've been delivering back to back. Like every job I've done, the one that I do nice is a banker. The one that will do against another banker. Like everything I've done back to back like that. Like my prices are fair. It's not about the prices, but it's about the quality of the things you're getting and giving you value of your money. Like if I give you price, you tell me this price is much, but if I deliver the thing, you say, okay, treasure. I've seen this several times. Like if I cut off my prices, and when I deliver the work, you say, you really tough and you tried. There's something that look that money.
Okay, so now you're saying that your strength is in cutting.
My strength is everywhere. Like I know I can do it. I can pull it. I can pull everything.
You need to understand something here. There's a difference. I want us to understand that there's a difference between running a business and owning a brand.
Yeah.
You are seeking, I believe you're seeking for funding to invest into something meaningful. You are no longer, then I believe, because based on your story and the process you took us through, I believe that you were hustling. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You are not hustling right now.
Yeah.
You are supposed to move into an era whereby you are building something that is meaningful to people and can solve a certain and specific problem. So you must pick something out of all this your strength. That's why I asked you which one is your strength. Cutting. So it is cutting business that you feel that is your greatest strength. And if somebody wants to invest, it's in cutting.
Yeah.
How much do you need for this cutting business?
To be sincere, if I've not really like sat down to calculate it. Yeah. But if I was sincere, like if I'm going to I want to start buying materials down. Like I want to get materials like clothes, accessories, things that I know that things I used to do. That's things I want to get and by the grace of God, if I have like 5 to 10 million, I could execute a lot of things.
Okay, so now what differentiates you between
But I have a job. If I go there, I look for material that are not common. I see everywhere. You know, there is something like you go to your house, like you make a course, you spend money, like let's say you spend like 1.something, like 1.5 million or like 1 million for your course, and you go to your neighbor's house and you see that it's kind of embarrassing. So that's one thing I'll be really material. I'm sure that if I buy this material,
Yeah.
sometimes I buy like it's something else. Like if I have hotel job, I have hotel job because I buy like 200 like years. And inside that 200 years I buy, I don't buy like just one fabric that's 200 years. I might just buy this fabric 50 years, buy this other one 20 years, like just shade like that. I'll just be like, if I see this fabric now, I said that okay, and then is this the only fabric? This is the minimum one say okay. How many windows I know how many materials you get from it. So I'll try and get like if I don't want to do a rough one, I'll just pick the one that will just finish with this whole place. Then maybe the other room I'll use another color. There's just something very unique that when you see the cutting, you know that this is not just an ordinary cutting. This is just an ordinary fabric.
Okay, so one more question. You said you're open to collaboration.
Yeah.
Now, let's pick the vintage business like you said you wanted to do. Now, and what are you looking for in a partner? That what is the partner supposed to come with? What should the partner bring to you? That
Okay, first of all, for you to work with someone, you have to have one mind. I need people that have the zeal, that have the love and passion for what you want to do. So if you're coming, any like photographers, like designers, and other people that into the fashion world, that can like we can sit together, bring out our ideas, and see that this is where we can go. It's not just about money first. It's about bringing out the ideas we have in our head first. Then we go for like that. If you can, I just need people that have the same mind, like the zeal and the drive that I have for the business.
no problem. Thank you very much.
All right, so round of applause for yeah, if there's something I know about business, it's not just to have a business. How can you pitch it? And when I plan my events, I try to meet my sponsors. First thing they ask me, why do you need sponsors? I will have to start to explain. So this is not something I'm new to. This is something everybody needs to learn, especially here. What you see them doing, you need to learn how to do it. You need to learn how to pitch your business to people that want to fund you. If you don't know how to, I'm sorry, you will remain in that place you are for a very long time. It's very, very bad. So you need to learn. Fail. And there's a book I read, you need to fail to learn. So fail, try again, fail until you get it. That's just it. All right, we have another speaker. He wants to tell us about his business. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make welcome Joshua Omonowo. He's a fashion designer. Please let's welcome him as time starts now.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Joshua. I also love to I'm a fashion designer. I'm into cars also. At the same time, I'm into shoes. Whereby let's have shoes. So I'm into this fashion job for the past 7 years now, since 2017. Up to date. So because I'm faithful. Once again, ever since I write my GST, so my sixth exam, so one was with me, and normal small big goes. She just because of like, what are you doing? I say nothing. Say, okay, come follow me. She just can't go there. We'll just open for like that. Just pay the money, anything. That's like the kind of change, pay the money. So I started work free and everything. do my freedom last 7 days after my freedom. So then come and be fighting. And if I see place I see one day to swashing up the street, I like take them to based on the place they carry me to the street also. So I like take them along, they teach them also. Time we say with this about maybe about 4 boys we love food, maybe their own shop. This one. So tell them everything I love fashion so much. That I like passion for because I love looking good, I love dressing, anything. So thirdly again I'll say this particular fashion designer, I want to take aside this goal, this Nigeria as a whole, I want to take a stand out. So at times I just want to take out, but with time with pleasure and everything go fine and everything. So I don't have much to say about it.
Please, a round of applause. Okay, thank you, Josie Fashion, right? Yeah, one thing I know for sure is that hustler. I've seen you in the grind, you know. Yeah, this man was among the designers that showcased the Warri Fashion and Lifestyle Festival. The 100-hour marathon. We were backstage. I was backstage with this guy. I know I saw a lot of people, talented young people. I appreciate your hustle, and I like the fact that you kept it real. You speak your truth, you take me in circle, and that's the reality of things. I like it when people keep it real. I have a question for you. This is the real question now. Delta State as a whole, how do you intend to use what you do to help the people of Delta State, especially the young people? Because somebody like you now, as you not be bros now like this, you get person how can you now take this thing from
Improve. Thing is this. I believe as a fashion designer, if by grace I get what kind of makeups or fashion room, a lot of machines are there. For instance, seeing a young boy whereby nothing is so their family, I think carry and put them work. In that one also, I don't make impact for the way that people are planning the life. Because if that boy big for the fashion world, say period the guy let work. Inside this fashion money dey inside, you see take out the to support the family for back. So I do say, because like Jim say, if get this fashion from get a lot of machines, a lot of good machines, then everything all about money, just to carry one person street, come there work. Because nowadays now hand of the key. Education are key, but it's hand of that follow. But I don't see this, I don't teach Carissa work. Lawyer, but it's a family. I'm like, go to teach her work. You are never the finish school. So that was say Joshua, I know they are doing. But if the device are work, people do out. But now I think will be standing. So I just say if I get money now, so open warehouse, open tailoring shop, then we don't also support anybody. If you come say, you shall not get money, we are come because they do work. So that's it.
That's the good one, but now there's a problem around. Now most people around don't see it as a problem, but I'm the young boy that grew up in Lagos. I'm a full as Diddy boy, born and brought up with it. And I've been in Delta State for like 3 years. And the reason why I made up my mind to be here is because I've been here. I went back to Lagos, and God brought me back here for that fashion show. And after that fashion show, he said, "This is where you stay." I don't go back, go correct my things. So now here I visit that time. Now, I believe so much in this city, and I know that there's a lot that can come of it. But looking at it as because I'm a fashion designer. I tailor bespoke suits for men. I build suits. I see it's like construction work. Suits na building, you go build. Now, a lot of young people, regardless of learning the work, still go back to the street to hustle their own. Now, we might sit down and say that, oh, Yahoo don help, you don comot people wey dey steal, wey dey do things like that. But you must understand that if you're supposed to compete on a global market, there's a limit to where you can go with that. Have you ever heard that Yahoo boy is a billionaire? That's billionaire in dollars. It's not possible, but there are places you cannot enter with it. Take it from me that is somebody that has also the Yahoo. Yeah, you understand? So now, these young people that are under your care, because you become a guardian to them, how do you make sure that they don't just learn this, they stay in it, and they plant their seed, grow like you, and empower other people? Because it is law of compound interest. The more you plant, the more you put back into the same system that you have created for them. So how do you not just bring people into the system, but how do you keep people in the system for them to be able to generate results?
I think want to go what we call orientation. So I think orientation you pass give the workers. So it was one. Don't take it like business, so I'm not doing my thing anymore. Because my family is so small, my business is so small. So of me, when I come to the street, then take one young person, teach them how to. At that time, as time because I told you, I never say this thing. This was say, I cannot day tomorrow. I need to day one big place tomorrow. If this person leave themselves, see kind of today to carry you too. Because I know the expect and say I carry you like that. Then because they won't do people the other way around. So no dey nice. So with that orientation, they give the boys every day for work. You see themselves. And again, I don't people beat am say you no do am, but an orientation when you give am with God grace, you will see work when you teach am to.
How much do you need for a business?
If on one side I will say how much I need for my business, I believe because Mexico was so I believe 10 million is okay.
How many machines and how many workers do you need to acquire this 10 million? How many machines do you want to buy and how many workers do you need for this production house?
Fine. I believe investment machine now be about almost 3 something, close to 400. So if the time maybe for instance it's like 200,000 for instance. 200,000 times like 2 is 900,000. So with that 900,000 so times I mean you get almost like 30 machines. Sunday, then the store you take to the warehouse, now store is one thing. Then at least not only machine, you get a body machine, you get scissor machine, you get body hose machine, like that different type of machine. And so kind machine of six, kind machine of 5 million naira. So you're not going to buy just machine, so I buy different type of machine that they see they make different things too. So that's it now.
So you don't want to just fashion is not just wanting to do fashion, but you want to educate people and take people off the street. Thanks so much.
Alright, round of applause for Josie. Okay, we have the last person here. And after that, we're going to give some time for the judge to accommodate the persons that failed to the first, second, and third. And in that break, we're just going to have, like I said, we're going to have a community talk to each other. Anybody that wants to share any business idea while we are waiting, you can also. I have one or two to share. Okay, we're going to welcome the last person. We're not taking again. That's why we encourage you to come early. The paper was there for you to write your name. Liliana Carroll, she's a fashion designer and stylist. Please let's welcome her as she takes the stage.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
So my name is Yana Pearl. I am a fashion designer and stylist. I'm CEO and creative director of Yana Pearl Fashion and Styling, which is a contemporary made-to-measure luxury women's brand that creates simple and elegant, timeless fashion pieces that inspire self-confidence, build self-esteem, celebrates individuality, versatility, uniqueness, diversity, and sustainability. We are based in Jakarta, Togo Standard High School, and we have a growing clientele base in Nigeria, all over Nigeria. So I am here with a new approach actually to the fashion business. A lot of us might not know that as much as the fashion business is generating money, generating billions, there are like so many hands it's causing. Just like the whole waste, fashion waste. Like there are some fabrics that you get, and it takes years, it takes thousands of years for these fabrics to biodegrade, to totally degrade, which is causing harm in our environment. So this new approach, it's called garment upcycling, and it is a creative approach to transforming waste to want. Yeah, and it is in line with SDG Goal 12, which is ensuring sustainable consumption and production patterns. So I am trying to create a niche for myself in this area. There are designers that do this and they do this, they do it a lot. So just any other designer, you can like upcycle their piece. But I want to create a niche around this attribute. Like ladies, you can relate. They are after spending money and spending thousands and spending money on getting an attribute fabric or a style, you end up not wearing it again. Some people they don't wear it again. But then my approach now is creating solutions to this. Instead of keeping your fabric aside, you can upcycle it. You can change the style. You can do something else. You can do something creative with it. That is like that's my solution to that problem. And whatever funds I might get or might not get, it's for this project, to run a project. So like firstly, do a project about these things because people do not know about this. I do a project where I creatively design things from old pieces and tell people how you can actually transform waste to want. And then also, yeah, I think that's it. That's what like I'm like using no money for. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So, nice outfit, by the way.
Thank you.
I said earlier. So, what do you think would be the biggest challenge you would encounter in the course of this business idea?
Yeah, I think the biggest issue will be creating awareness for this. Because most people, they do not know about upcycling. They don't know about the whole creative approach. So I think that would be like my biggest one.
How do you try to tackle it?
Well, that is the idea about having projects. Yeah. So instead of just saying it with word of mouth, I can like easily have projects where I have models and I have shoots and I'm putting it out there that this is it, this is it. And I think that's like
Okay, so do you have like a long-term vision for this? Or it's just like a short term, you can do it for 3 years and you're packing it now.
I have a long-term vision for this. It's actually in line, like I said, it's in line with SDG 12, which is ensuring sustainable growth of our environment. So it's like a long-term thing. It's not something I hope to do like just do it.
Thank you.
Madam Pearl, boss, celebrating. First of all, I like your outfit. Where you want to make this?
Yeah.
From start to finish, down to the
Yeah.
video.
Yeah.
Very good.
Thank you.
I did a research about this thing like 2 years ago. I started researching about this thing, and you're in line. But can I be honest with you?
Sure.
You have not gone so deep into this research because you don't have a long-term goal for it. Let's be honest. Are you sure?
What are you doing?
Now pitch a long-term goal for it. That's how you're going to tell. That's how you convince me that you know about it.
Yes, the short term first. Please.
You already talked about the short
Yeah.
term. We heard the short term.
Yeah.
I want to know the long term. What's your goal for it in the next 10 years?
Okay, like I said, my brand is centered around sustainability as well. So as much as I'm producing pieces like my designs out there, it's also like a vision or kind of like a goal to do something for my environment. Yes, like preserving my environment. And that's why I'm like, okay, in my line of duty, this is how I can do it. I can, as a fashion designer, I can go into this garment upcycling thing and then just how my environment play a role.
What is it going to do for your environment?
That's that's what I said. Ensuring sustainable production, consumption, and production patterns. Yeah. So if at all it is combating the issues of fast fashion. Yeah. Fast fashion and overproduction.
You know why I asked you this question?
Why?
Before I came here, I came from church. It was a meeting, and maybe we came outside because I'm supposed to be at the friend's wedding, but I had to come support my friend here. Now, some of my female friends were going for this wedding, so there was one of them. She's a banker. I was not crossing the road. She was just talking about it with the other girl. I was just listening to the both of them. She said that she has made so many Ashwebi wears that after the event, she cannot wear it again. Meaning that you're already thinking of solving a big problem for most of these ladies, especially in Warri because people get married too much and they don't get to wear those outfits again. Now, you are solving this problem of recycling. Why? Because you're a stylist. You have a creative imagination of this thing. But you know, I had more expectations from when you were giving me this presentation. I wanted to see how you wanted to go deep into picking some sectors and how you were going to go about solving their problems. You know, pick a certain sector. Oh, this is how I'm going to solve this people's problem. In 10 years' time, this is where I see my brand. You know why? Because it's a great idea. It's something that is very highly needed. In fact, from the part of waste and all of that, it's because it's like a lot of inventory people have in their closets that they're not using, that they might look for it to maybe after they've left it for like 3 years, they now dash it to the other one. It's no longer in trend because it's Gen Z generation. They don't send it, they don't get it because it's in trend. Do you understand? So now that is something really good. But I need you to go further into that research to be able to see how far you can go with it. The problems you can solve now and the futuristic problems that are going to come up, because there are going to be problems that are going to come up that you need to solve. But that's a really, really, really good idea. Now, let's look at it from this perspective. For what you're trying to do, are you looking at collaborations? Who are the people you need to partner with? What type of team do you think you need to work with to be able to achieve this? Do you have all these people with you, or there are some certain set of people you need to partner with to be able to work on this?
All right, so I am for the school of thought that says start with what you have. So right now I do these things for myself. For now, I do these things for myself. But I am looking forward to collaborations, collaborating with other designers that do stuffs like this. We can like collaborate and infuse designs and probably collections and all, and also partnerships for sure. I am looking forward to partnerships. And then for the bodies, you said bodies are like yeah, I think I have researched like a few, not really a few, I've researched a lot on Instagram. They are like people that they actually advocate for things like this, especially when it's in line with SDG goals. SDGs, sorry. When it's in line with SDGs. So there are like some people and some platforms that pitch this to, and it's a good idea. But like I said, for now, I am creating a niche for myself, which is around Ashwebi years. That's what I'm doing for myself right now.
Okay, so for this to take this idea to bring it to life, and because I am sure that you know what you're doing. Because listening to you, I understand that you know. And what will it cost you? What funding do you need to be able to achieve this goal that you want to achieve on the level that you want to run it on? And what will it cost you? And what do you want to use? What are the expenses that you're going to use this money for?
Right now, I cannot like fix the cost to it because even with the way the whole pricing and everything is going, the economy is going, I cannot like put a specific price to it. But right now, Sparing Funds is doing my project. That's just it. An awareness project for now. Like, do something.
Okay. I'll say something. Before you speak. Please,
let's not be scared to call money.
Not at all.
Let me say something to you, and I think that used to be my problem, because I'm like, there are people that are listening to this thing now. In fact, the truth is that the people that might even want to do this with you are listening now. Do you understand? Because they are business owners. Some of them might have something they present on code. Bring to this lady, and what is it going to take me for us to? What's it going
For sure. I mean, like right now.
to say 7?
Seven.
So that